As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
He's set. 19. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. Put on.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll find Miller. That's complete. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, alert. Tired of seeing me. Check safety. Check safety.
Again, it's Watson. Letting one go deep for the it. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
20.
Stepping up, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Watson on the right side. This is Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the gun, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready?
41 to mine. I got him.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
54. What we got? Hey, 59.
From the 27, Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. They could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's a party now.
Watson throwing again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trey Boston. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
20. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Great.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check the boys down. He's coming. Hey, 59. And let's go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Short. There it comes.
And let's go.
To throw is Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Mike 54. Danny. Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
Ready?
Check 55, Mike. It's just me and you.
On first down, it's Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. What a comeback. 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. They've turned this game upside down.
It just tells you one more time, it's not over till it's over, right? You got to continue to battle, continue to play, and you walk a fine line as the team with the lead too, don't you? Trying to drain clock,
yep.
Yet at the same time continue to move because otherwise you bog down. In this case, though, it's been a heck of a comeback.
It has been one heck of a comeback. You're right, though. Maybe on the other side being a little too conservative at times, and we see what's happened.
You wonder about Atlanta, Super Bowl 51?
Yep. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Set. Number 80. 41 Mike. 8. Undercut.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now it's Newton. He may try, and the Panthers in for the score. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You're set. 19. 59. 54.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fells has it, left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the run. They're running it.
54.
Here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys